Welcome back, APS fans, and thank you guys for tuning in. We're now in week 4 of In the Week of a Pool Builder. So I told you guys I'm going to keep these going. I'm actually really enjoying them, taking all this content. We take all this content anyway for our own portfolios for the jobs, to keep a good record of the whole project. So pretty much any pool that we build, a client can pretty much ask for any sort of photo or something later on. We've got it in file. But if you're tuning in, you'll see we are back at Thornligh project. We've finally broken the back on this job, I think. The boys have smashed out the retaining wall, getting the retaining wall done. And if you didn't quite pick up on it yet, you probably know by now. If not, I'm going to tell you, the catastrophic event that happened down there is the tree fell over. So there was a tree inside a tree protection zone while we were doing this project. We had a massive wind event there right there in that corner of the property. And we had 100k winds come through and the tree fell over. So yeah, we will touch on this a little bit more in another video unpacking this actual event. But for now, I'll just touch a little bit. Tree fell over, took out 3 other trees, squashed the car underneath the carport, ripped off half a deck. But yeah, anyway, the process has all been sorted. We're good to move forward from there. And like I said, we'll unpack it a bit more later on. But stay tuned, guys. Thank you guys for watching. There's a fair bit in this week's video this week. We also had a fair few ups and downs, boys off work. But we still got it. It's Friday, so let's get it. Massive shout out to Joel at Killer Image. He got the concrete truck all wrapped up. Look at that. That thing looks killer. All blended in with all the machinery now. So here is the Isuzu truck, which we've got the plumbing truck. And now we're coming over to the concrete truck. So that's all been wrapped now. Looking absolutely killer. You're not going to miss this thing now on the road, that's for sure. But yeah, long process, but we've got it done. Now we're heading over to West Rocks project. So this is just before the pour. So you can see we've got the formwork all done, pouring away there now. Pretty good job there. Was pretty happy with it. Vibrated really well. Drop edge looked absolutely killer. So we're pretty happy with that. Now this is the process of doing a pool, like a sleeper pool. So these are engineered covers that can go over the pool. They're not. You can't do scaffolding on them when they are only 1 layer thick, but if you do 2 layers, these are engineered to be scaffolded on. So if you're doing a pool with a pool within a house very close and the builders need to scaffold off later on, that's where you use these things for. All engineered, all certified to be scaffolded with. Now we're heading over to last year's project that we were finishing up the concrete stage on. So you can see now all the porcelain tiles have been done. Now this is a Aussie undercover roller. So this is the first time I've ever used one of these type of covers. This one is made so that you can do a tile insert instead of an aluminium lid. Now this thing tested me big time. This thing tested my patience. This is the first one I've ever installed. And it was just a little bit fiddly getting it to work exactly right. Now the shutter that I made was at the exact minimum tolerance allowable for the actual lid. So that just made a little bit of a challenge for us when trying to get it to open and close, because when the tile is tiled, he just worked out his tiles, and obviously our box was like out of square by like about 5 to 8 mil. Then when he did the tiling, the overhang of the tiles was just getting caught on the lid. But we got it sorted. We did a little bit of grinding on the concrete, got the hinges pushed back, and it's all working smoothly now. So all we got to do now is put an FC sheet down, or a blue board, on top of these frames, and then we put the 20mm porcelain tile straight inside the inserts, cut around the hinges, and then we're done. So I do really like this. This is a very classy finish. It is a little bit more work though in labor wise than the other ones that we've done, but I would highly recommend this. This is a fully automated roller, so it rolls itself back in with a motor, so you don't have to obviously use a winder or handle like that. So this is a really cool and really sleek idea. So yeah, I think we're going to do another one now on this other job at Thornligh, but I'd highly recommend one of these. Now we're going to move into probably what's going to be the highlight project of the year for us at APS. We always talk about how we're very family orientated, backed business. So we're pretty happy to be building a swimming pool for my uncle, which is my dad's brother. Now he's got a property that he'd been building his own house on for the last 3 years or so. and he was very eager to get us out there to build him a swimming pool for him and his family. So you can see here in the photo, so my Uncle Clinton was there on the left with the bucket hat on. There's Dad with his Achievable shirt. Now standing next to him is my pop. So that is my dad's dad. So there's 3 generations there. And then behind him there in the yellow shirt is actually my uncle. So Sam, he's married to my dad's sister. And he actually also works for Local Pools, which is the dealer in the Narellan area for Compass. So there's a full family circle of Compass dealers and Compass-backed people and builders and stuff. So we're a very pool-orientated business. So yeah, we're pretty excited to do this project. Dad headed out there today just by himself to get started over there. So it's going to be a full pool of rock in this one. And we're doing a 11.8 meter cross trainer with a 4 meter beach zone. So very similar to what Dad's got, just minus the spa and the second beach zone he's got. But yeah, we're really keen on this one, and I can't wait to get out there to do some videos on this one. And we're back to Thornligh project. So I got a couple of shots of the crane getting the pool in. Here we are with the base all prepped. Now you are going to see the pool quite dirty. Now the reason for this is I originally had the pool scheduled to go in, remember, before the tree fell over. So the pool has been sitting in our yard now for 2 weeks. And I was really trying to get this thing cleaned up in time before we brought it, but I just absolutely ran out of time. So on the second day, you will see me and Ben got in there and gave this pool a beautiful clean. So you can see there now, it's all gone. Just a little bit of dirt and muck on the pool, but looking much better now. We got some progress over at Thornligh. We finally got the pool in the hole. I think we finally broken the back on this job. If you're noticing now, that was the big event. The tree's gone. That massive tree that was here in the corner that we were working around blew over. So we had a massive storm down here a couple of weeks ago. You can see there's still a bit of rubbish and debris there. Took out a tree over there, took out a part of the neighbor's deck, landed down on a car. Anyway, other than that, all the process has been done and sorted, so we just got to keep on working. So that effectively was where the tree was in that corner, and we were going to build this wall across and step it in. But now that the tree's gone, we've changed the plan. So you can see this wall here the boys have built. So the wall to the deepest part is 2.2 meters high. So if I walk back here, you can see now, so we've retained it all. So we can never have that wash away effect again. We can't have anything break off. This wall's not going to fall over. But obviously it's just to help retain all of the material that's in this section, plus in the cavity of the pool. So while the boys were here before the pool went in, because we had all this excavated out, we put some P-liners in beforehand, so they go all the way down the rock. What's going to end up happening is there is a blanket roller that's going to go in here, another one of those Aussie down under ones. So we're going to have our 400 coping tile, a 600 tile, then we're going to have the blanket. But obviously then our bearings are going to be off this wall, which is on rock, and off these piers here. So everything's going to be piered all the way around. Same up here. This is an access point for our drainage. So ag line will go in there. There's a strip drain provision here and stormwater provision. There's a backwash line down there that the boys have already run in the wall. And we can see the wall then returns back up. And like I said, this is where the tree was. Just here. So originally we were going to build the wall right across there and then back in here, but the tree's gone. So we'll end up concreting all this. We'll put an edge board on the side here, and then obviously we'll pour concrete all the way through here, tie it into the block wall, nice and strong and structural. This wall will definitely I think outlast this house now, but we're not going to have any more problems here. We'll end up pouring concrete all the way to all the existing brick walls through here, and then we're going to put this bamboo fence. We'll get some new bamboo fence all built so that obviously you can't see the pool from the road. Same through here, so bamboo fence all the way across. We'll wrap it back up there. Filtration equipment is going to go in that corner, So we've got to get all the backfill done, but this is our only access point in and out. So it's a bit of a pain, so it's all good. Toddy the Sparky's going to come here twice for us, run all of our provisions from the pool first over that location so we can keep backfilling. And then he's going to come back a second time and he'll do all the turn-ups in the right spot for us. So we're getting there now, we're getting along. There's a bit of backfill though. You can see the size of the cavity. The boys obviously retrimmed this side that was in rock, but obviously you would have seen the photos. I'll put some more in, but all this was dug out completely down, 2.2 meters deep. So they got all the material back in and tried to fill it up for us, so we're not putting it all in while we're doing the backfill. So all this material is like they've put it in here, Dad put it in here and tracked it in and retracked it, and then they recut the pool. So it's held up really well so far. Other than that, this will all just get filled back up with soil and dirt. We just put a return on that wall so we stop any material blowing out. But all the strength in this wall is in this one here. So making these returns, so you see we've got one there. This is what locks the wall in. And then we got our N16 bars horizontal coming up, which are chem set down in the rock. And then we got N16 bars running horizontally as well. So very strong wall, not going to go anywhere. But anyway, we'll be back here tomorrow, get some more stuff going. We still got a couple boys off, but we're getting there. We'll get some more backfill in tomorrow, start some plumbing on the canister. We'll try and get everything run to just this corner, and then we'll finish backfilling the whole entire pool, and then we'll do this at the very end. We'll have to dig a trench through here, hammer some rock out, and then do all of our turn-ups. So a bit of a process, but we're getting there. Morning everyone, just come out to a job that we completed last year. I got it all finished. Our clients had a problem with his OmniLogic, so hasn't been responding to pretty much any controls at all, whether that be from a mobile phone or the OmniLogic itself. So I couldn't even turn a pump on from in here. The Vantage pump's just been running. It's a bit glary, sorry. I'll get a photo. But here's the pool if you remember it. So I've just dropped in. I'm going to do a quick little test of it. He also ran out of acid, so I'm coming in to change the acid bottle over. I'll check everything else over while I'm here. I'll check the salt, brought some salt with me. Check the sensor dispenser's working properly. Do a backwash. Other than that, just have a little quick once over. Everything else has been working fine, but just the last couple of days. A lot of the times what it is with these things is these storms that we have, they seem to muck up everything. So let's have a look now if we've got any control. Yeah, see, now we go, boom. So that's working now. So we had nothing working before, there was nothing responding. So now we've got filter priming. Pressure gauge is actually pretty good, so it doesn't look like it's too dirty. But I'll run it for another 5 minutes now, try and get a bit of a reading of the pH and the chlorine. Have a look if I need to put some more salt in. I'd say I need to. The pool's a little bit green, so I'm gonna put a little bit of chlorine just to give it a quick little bomb. But other than that, we'll get this one hopefully sorted out and get out of here. Alrighty, so that's all good to go now. So we can see our ORP is a bit low. So I'm going to put a superchlorinate on now for about 10 hours. If I go into my salt reading here, I'm at about 2.8 litres. So it's not low, but it's a little bit low. So by the time this does a superchlorinate, we're going to be a little bit lower. So we haven't put any salt in here since we've done handover. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck a bag of salt in now. This ORP should be back up by this afternoon. Got my superchlorinate on for 10 hours, 9 hours. But yeah, I'll chuck a bag of chlorine in it. A bag of salt. And a bag of chlorine. There we go. So see, ORP low. So that's alright. That'll be up fine by the end of today. pH. There we go. pH is good. It's just adjusting itself a little bit with a bit of acid. So we're already coming up a little bit. We're at 2. When I first started it, we were at about 288. That's good. So everything's working again now. I'll just check. Let's just check these spar jets. Make sure this actuator works. So there's our actuator valve rotating. The pump then will come up to full speed, so 3,000 RPM. We run it around about 2,500 when it's in normal filter mode. You just don't need as much flow. Just no need. So there we go. Jets are all working. There's the air bleed. So jets are all good. Heater was working before. I actually heard it come on, so heater's on right now at the moment. So we've already got that set for a temperature. So I haven't done that. That's him. We'll just turn this spar jets back off. So you hear the pump straight away goes back down. If you have a look at the heater here. So there you go. He's got his water set to 32 degrees. It's at 27 at the moment, so that's all sweet. And then obviously everything's after the heater, so all of our superchlorination and all of our acid is after the heater. So at the moment we've got a heater in, heater out, check valve there, so we don't get chlorine and acid going back into the heater. And then down here we've got so this is our heater in line. This is our heater out, so we've got a flow sensor, we've got our chlorinator, and then we've got our acid T here. So just prevention to stop, we don't want anything going back into that heater. We've got high doses of acid or chlorine. So it should be about it. This is going to give me another warning now for a while anyway for the ORP reading, but just have to let it do its thing. There you go, it's already coming up again. So we're at 305 before. And we're now at 30, what are we at? 320, 330, so it's coming up, so that's good. Let the system do its thing. There you go, pH is already back to normal, so I won't need any more acid now. Done. Hello everyone. Done for the week. Friday's here, so the wrap up's done. The weekly wrap up. Been a hot couple of days. The last few. We hit another 36 or something degrees today on Friday, so the days have been a bit crap, but we're getting through it. We're supposed to have rain next week, which is a bit of a shame because I actually had I've still got them booked in at the moment, some photo shoots booked in to get done before the Pool Spire Expo, but at the rate of the weather, what it looks like, I'm not too keen on if we're going to be able to do it. So we'll see how we go over the weekend. Monday doesn't look too good, but we'll go from there. So 4 jobs we're going to get done. We had what do we have? We had a job in Kellyville, a job in Vineyard, a job in Glenorchy, and a job in Toongabbie. So we'll see how we go. I really want to get these ones done because I want to get these new photos for the expo made up so we can use them on the core flute signs. But I don't know, we'll see how we go. We've got some other jobs that we already had some good photos of done beforehand. We're going to get them made up anyway, but if worst comes to worst and we can't get these photo shoots done in time, we've still got some new projects that we got photo shoots of. Other than that, little update on the week that we had. So earlier during the week, we poured that concrete around the North Rocks project with the big drop edge beam. So that was all pretty good. We got it. It was only 4.5 cubes of concrete, so pretty small beam. That all got done on the Tuesday. Glenn and Dad went and stripped it on the Thursday, I think it was. Yeah, yesterday. So yeah, yesterday. That was all sweet. We've been one boy down, so Logan's been off now for the whole week. We actually had a couple of boys off, which was a little bit, so it wasn't stressful, but a little bit of juggling around, a bit of managing. So we've had, Logan's been off the whole week. A little bit of a niggling thing, so he's been off. So we've just been juggling around jobs here and there, trying to make sure we're keeping them going properly. Tell you what, just an absolute shocking start to the year. Like, I know I already said it before, but just all these little things just keep popping up. But we just got to keep moving forward. We can't change much. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. So other than that, like I said, we've got the North Rocks project now pretty much wrapped up. We're done there now. The concrete was poured. The pool cover lids are on. You would have seen that in the video. So that's sealed off now. That's handed over to the builder. So that job is now all in the builder. We won't be back there now until the house is well and truly finished. The thornligh project, so you would have seen the crane lift in. We can now pretty much talk about and mention about the tree that's no longer there in the front yard, that's gone. Like I said, we'll open it up, we'll unpack that a little bit more later on. But yes, the tree's gone. The tree blew over in a massive windstorm we had down there. So the scope of the job changed a little bit. Much better outcome though, way better outcome now for the client, like heaps better outcome. So there's now a 2.2 meter high wall that's been built there. The dad and the boys worked in there, getting it all filled back up again. Pier liners have been put around the job. We've got the pool in now. Pool's been backfilled and plumbed. So we've really broken the back on that job now, which I'm a lot happier with. I haven't been there obviously while the whole walls are getting built. I was over at the North Rocks project, but now I'm back over there helping with the install just because Logan's been off. So other than that, Dad has gone and started our job at Bulimba Park. So that's all the way out near Campbelltown Way. So that's for my uncle, so Dad's brother. So he started there today, and he's going to be working there again tomorrow as well. Full pool of rock, another one, completely full pool of rock. So that's the 11 meter cross trainer with a 4 meter beach zone, if I can remember correctly. So that's going to be a sick one. So we're just still trying to work out whether some of the boys want to stay up there while we do the install or not. It's not too far, not too bad of a drive, just up the Northern Road. But we'll just see how we go. I know some of the boys, they're just keen to drive home, so that's fine. But we'll just play it by ear, see how we go. Pool Inspire Expo news. Nothing's really, no real update on that. Other than we're getting the flyers printed now for the mega deal we're doing on the expo. So you would have seen, I put that up in a little short video. I'm not spilling any information on that yet, not until the day of the expo. You're gonna have to be there if you want to go those deals, but I tell you what, the deals are insane. Everything's still on track for that, the expo. Like I said, we're gonna see how these photo shoots go on Monday. If we don't get the photo shoots done, then we're pretty much locked off. We're not gonna get any more shoots done before the expo. So we're just gonna have to print off what we've got, which is fine. I've got plenty of content there anyway, finished job, so I'm more than happy to go with it. It was just to get a bit more done beforehand, but I've got enough on my plate at the moment with the year that's already been started. Like I said, like Dad's been on the tools now pretty much, probably at least 3 to 4 days a week. for this whole year. So that already shows you how much of a weird chaos year it's been. But hopefully we get a bit more rhythm back, get a bit more structure, get the boys back going properly, and move on. So next week will be another challenge with the rain. We'll see how we go. But we'll keep on moving, keep on pushing. We'll be able to get Thornligh wrapped up probably midweek next week, I would say, which means we'll be starting form work on there by the end of next week. Getting ready to do pour. With North Rocks now pretty much locked off, we've got that little project that we've been doing at Kellyville, where I did that little blanket roller. Just got a little bit of fiddly stuff to do there, little landscaping, so that'll keep us busy with the boys. But other than that, I want to try and get a little bit of structure back. Try and get things moving a bit smoother so I can get back in the office at least one day or half a day a week. Dad can go and push on a little bit more sales and try and get it going for the rest of the year. So other than that, I'm going to get off here now. That's the weekly wrap done. I'm going to go enjoy my weekend, play a little, not a round of golf, but me and my good mate are going to get into, we really want to get into golf. So this year we said, nah, let's do something fun. So me and a good mate are going to go hit some balls at the driving range so I can try and get used to hitting golf balls. If anyone's got any tips, let me know. But I want to start playing it. It looks fun. It looks interesting. So, other than that, if I don't see you, stay safe guys, keep swimming. Be out. Thanks APS fans. I'll talk to you soon.